Hey guys, Henry here, and today we're going to be talking about Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. So Hobbs and Shaw is a spin-off from the Fast and Furious movie franchise and just follows Dwayne Johnson as Luke Hobbs and Jason Statham as Deckard Shaw as they save the world again, this time without Vin Diesel. And this time, they're saving the world from a superhuman Idris Elba who is working for an evil tech company trying to spread a deadly virus to the whole world, hence eliminating the weak humans. Crazy shit, I know. This movie was just built on the premise of the beef between Hobbs and Shaw. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how they pitched it, and that's exactly what they're trying to give us. Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson, they have great chemistry. Statham being smooth and efficient, and The Rock just smashing his way through shit. And don't worry, there is plenty of verbal jousting in this film, although not the wittiest of trash talk. While the majority of their disses, I would say, actually missed, some managed to land and really cracked me up. Let's just say that they resorted to your mum jokes more than just once, and used plenty of dick jokes too. The disses were all really just face value. Honestly, if they just focused a little bit on digging a bit deeper into the characters, really fleshing them out, other than the fact that they care about their family heaps, which is just the classic Fast and Furious theme, their shit talk could go way deeper, way more personal, and in turn it would be way funnier. I think the issue with these two characters is that they're both just too damn cool, but that actually might not be an issue, that might actually be the point. They literally fight waves of bad guys, they don't break a sweat, and they mock each other all at the same time. And on the other hand, they also get the shit kicked out of them by Idris Elba. Yet, they just still act like they're invincible and maintain their arrogance throughout. There's never really a moment of humbleness. So this sort of put me off a little bit. It just felt like they were eventually going to smash their way to victory, and there was no real obstacle to overcome. The action was okay, the hand-to-hand combat was great, but the CGI was not so great. They did the typical stuff, and by that I mean just typical crazy ass shit. Some of it looked awesome, and some of it looked tacky as hell. The editing as well, lots of scenes seemed cut short, or a bit out of place, or missing some context. Understandably, they had to cut a lot because the movie was way too long, but it's just really evident and jarring. There's one scene that just makes no sense, and it's when The Rock is fighting without a shirt on, and then in the next portion he has a shirt on, and so in the middle of that fight, for some reason he just catches a shirt out of the air and just puts it on. Like, those things just don't make sense, but I guess this series doesn't give a shit, especially the scenes in Samoa. Yes, they had to shoehorn the classic Fast and Furious theme of family. Shaw and his sister and his mum, Hobbs going back to Samoa to his family, and man, that third act in Samoa felt like a different movie entirely. This film felt like it had two third acts, and that's why it seemed to drag out for ages. I honestly thought that this movie was done at a certain point. I thought the third act was coming to an end, but I remembered that the trailers showed some shit in Samoa, and I was like, yeah, when the hell is that happening? And then it happens, and the whole third act just basically does a repeat. The characters introduced in the Samoa portion of the film were just done in such a sloppy and corny way as well. Yeah, nothing about that part of the movie was good at all. But I guess it was cool to see him hook a bloody helicopter. But I think that's what can be said about the entire movie. It's just generally sloppy and corny. And clearly not much thought was put into the plot, and the dialogue was pretty shit. I know, it's a Fast and Furious movie. I know what I'm getting myself into, but I feel like they definitely were leaning on the fact that this movie was a Fast and Furious film, that they had big stars in The Rock and Jason Statham and Idris Elba, and it would most likely make a lot of money. And not gonna lie, the film suffered because of this complacency. Vanessa Kirby, who played Deckard Shaw's sister Hattie, is a bright spot in the movie. She was able to hold her own on screen with three big stars, and she managed to kick some ass, so at least that came out of the movie. At least the film was self-aware. It was pretty aware of what the audience expected. It was aware of the fact that logic just doesn't apply to this movie franchise. Hobbs just jokes about saving the world multiple times, how, saving the world's just their business, like he knows it's ridiculous, but saving the world, yeah, do that on the reg. Look, Hobbs and Shaw is a fun movie. It doesn't have much else to offer other than a dumb and brainless fun time, and there are some really hilarious cameos. I would say Hobbs and Shaw is probably a little worse than the recent string of Fast and Furious films, but that's not going to stop them from pumping out these movies, so I expect another one in cinemas soon. But you know what you're getting when you go into this film. You know you are in for a big old dumb fun time. I went into this movie just wanting some ridiculousness, and this movie delivered. This movie knows what it is, and it doesn't expect to be taken seriously, so I guess any real criticism I give it can really be just thrown out the window. The storyline is garbage, the dialogue is weak, but this movie just doesn't give a shit. It ain't about that. It's about the shit talk, the dick measuring, the punching, and the explosions. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more content from me, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you've seen Hobbs and Shaw, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.